Deep in the heart of an ancient African forest lay the forbidden kingdom of Imbakwa, a place shrouded in mystery and fear. Generations of stories had painted it as a cursed land where no one who entered ever returned. Villages surrounding the forest spoke in hushed tones about the kingdom's golden gates, hidden beauty, and the unkind fate awaiting intruders. Yet, no one had ever seen these stories, proven true or false. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a young girl named Kana fled into the forest. At just 17 years old, she was running for her life. A group of men from her village had pursued her with cruel intentions, and the forest became her only hope of escape. The further Kana ran, the denser the forest became. Her feet were bruised, and her heart raced, but fear pushed her onward. Soon, she came upon a clearing and, to her astonishment, saw the legendary golden gates of Imbakwa. Every warning she had ever heard rang loudly in her mind. Entering the Forbidden Kingdom was said to be certain death, but the shouts of her pursuers grew closer, and Kana had no choice. She pushed open the heavy gates and slipped inside. What awaited her on the other side was nothing short of breathtaking. Imbakwa was a paradise, unlike anything Kana had ever seen. The trees bore glowing fruit, streams of crystal clear water meandered through lush meadows, and the air smelled of flowers and spices. Birds with shimmering feathers flitted through the skies, and animals roamed freely without fear. Kana had little time to take in the beauty before a group of guards surrounded her. Their tall figures loomed over her, and their golden armor gleamed under the fading sunlight. An outsider, one of them barked. Kana fell to her knees, trembling. "Please," she begged. "I don't mean any harm. I was running from men who tried to hurt me. I didn't know where else to go." The guards exchanged skeptical glances before escorting her to the palace at the center of the kingdom. It was a magnificent structure of marble and gold, adorned with intricate carvings and surrounded by cascading waterfalls. In the grand hall, Kana was brought before Prince Zuberi, the heir to the throne of Imbakwa. He was tall and commanding, his dark eyes shining with curiosity as he studied the trembling girl before him. "Who are you, and why have you come here?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. Kana told him her story, her voice shaking with emotion. She spoke of the men who had pursued her, her desperation, and her accidental discovery of the kingdom. Zuberi listened closely, his stern expression softening. "You are brave to have come here," he said. "Imbakwa does not welcome outsiders, but your plight touches my heart. You will be safe here." Kana was given room in the palace, where she was treated with kindness. Over time, she began to learn about the people of Imbakwa, who were not the cruel or cursed beings the outside world believed them to be. They were kind and hard-working, living in harmony with the natural beauty that surrounded them. Prince Zuberi often spent time with Kana, showing her the wonders of his kingdom. He took her to magical gardens where flowers sang in the wind, to crystal caves that sparkled like stars, and to feasts where the people celebrated life with song and dance. The prince was fascinated by Kana's courage and resilience. In her, he saw a spark that he had never encountered before. Kana, in turn, admired Zuberi's wisdom, kindness, and his deep love for his people. As weeks turned into months, their bond grew stronger. Zuberi soon realized that he had fallen deeply in love with Kana. One evening, under the glowing light of the kingdom's twin moons, he knelt before her and said, "Kana, you have brought light into my life and taught me to see the world differently. Will you be my princess and stand by my side?" With tears in her eyes, Kana accepted. Though Kana loved Zuberi and admired the beauty of Imbakwa, she couldn't shake a deep sadness in her heart. As the princess, she could not leave the kingdom. Whenever she ventured near the gates, villagers from neighboring lands would scatter in fear, believing her to be cursed. One day, she spoke to Zuberi about her feelings. "I love you in this kingdom," she said, "but I feel trapped. The outside world thinks we are monsters. I long for a day when I can walk freely among others, without them running from me." Zuberi held her hands and said, "You have opened my eyes, Kana. I have always accepted the isolation of our kingdom, But now I see that it is a barrier we must break. The people outside fear us because they do not know the truth. It is time to change that. Zuberi gathered his trusted guards and advisors. Together, they devised a plan to visit the neighboring villages and show them that Imbakwa was not the cursed place they believed it to be. The prince himself would lead the mission, with Kaina by his side. The journey was not easy. When they arrived at the first village, the people fled in terror. Zuberi and his men set down their weapons and sat peacefully in the village square, waiting. Slowly, the villagers began to approach, their fear giving way to curiosity. Kaina spoke to them, sharing her story of how she had found safety and kindness in Imbakwa. Zuberi invited the villagers to visit the kingdom and see its wonders for themselves. Word spread quickly. Village after village began to open their hearts to the people of Imbakwa. When they visited the kingdom, they were greeted with open arms, treated to feasts, and shown the magical beauty of the land. Soon, the kingdom of Imbakwa became a symbol of peace and unity. Villagers who once feared it now sang songs of its beauty and generosity. Kaina, now the beloved princess, stood proudly by Zuberi's side as they welcomed guests from all over the region. One evening, as the people of Imbakwa and the neighboring villages gathered for a grand celebration, Zuberi took Kaina's hand and said, "Because of you, our kingdom is no longer a place of fear. You have brought us into a new era of love and understanding." Kaina smiled, her heart full. For the first time in her life, she felt truly free. And so, the Forbidden Kingdom of Imbakwa became a beacon of hope and harmony, its gates open to all who sought its wonders. Thank you for listening to this enchanting story of courage, love, and transformation. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Let us know in the comments what you would do if you found a hidden kingdom. Until next time.